So, what if Abraham Lincoln was never assassinated? So, some of you may not know Abraham
Mm,
Lincoln is a president that won this helped us win the Civil War,
yeah.
and pretty much a few days after the war was already over,
Yeah.
he was assassinated by somebody named John Wilkes Booth, and yeah, so when he was assassinated, America completely changed, right? So what ended up happening was we slaves, but a lot of laws were eventually created to suppress black people, oppress them. The South maintained a lot of their power and autonomy still. A lot of things. Okay, so
Literally like the birth of America.
right, right,
Yeah.
right. So what if Abraham Lincoln was never killed? If you could probably start it off, Chris. What do you think? Just your opinion. Like, what would you say?
Oh, just like I said right there, like that was obviously he was like the 16th president, I think. So America had been around for a little bit, but that was, as you
Right.
said, the Civil War, where like that is where America was fighting against each other, ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And after it ended, it was like, hey, that's done. We're going to do this. And had he not been assassinated, I think obviously things would be different. Heck, if he was like assassinated earlier, or like any of this is like a gray area,
True.
because it would totally change like how America is today. There's a
Yep.
lot of stuff that happened that the Civil War basically formed who we are as a country. And if we didn't have that, or the outcome changed because of something, like it, what if the South won from this?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
the whole thing would be totally different. Like I
That's
can't
actually
even imagine what would it would look like.
that's a good point you mentioned. I didn't think about. Yeah. What if Lincoln was killed earlier?
Yeah,
Actually, a lot of the northern senators, soldiers and generals, a lot of them wanted to quit. Like they wanted to. They kept telling Lincoln, "Okay, just make a deal." Like we're already like really tired of the war, and rightfully
we're
so.
killing
They were,
ourselves.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
killing ourselves. Let's just get it over with. And it was like really close. Like they were really close to making a deal. And I believe there was a situation where some commissioners that wanted peace, they went and illegally met the Southerners to try to broker a deal, and Lincoln had them arrested. So, um,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that happened. So in the future, I'll make a video about Lincoln. So I consider Lincoln the best president America has, and
yeah.
for a lot of various reasons. But so if Lincoln was killed, if Lincoln wasn't killed, sorry, um, I would say that the American race relations would be vastly different today. There were some things that I learned about him during the Civil War. I'm not sure, you probably don't know this, Chris. It was his plan was when Americans the South, they said that, sorry, Northern soldiers were in the South. They said that we're going to let them vote to rejoin America, rejoin the
Mm,
Northern states, the United States, and we're going to have them, vote to rejoin. And a lot of his more anti-Southern cabinet, they were like, no, we must punish them. You must completely, punish them and destroy them and whatever. And Lincoln's like, no, we're going to do a vote. So, and then what's the percentage of votes? And I swear it was like 20%. So people were like flabbergasted. They're like, why would we only allow 20% to vote to rejoin the Union? It should be 51%, like a democracy. And
yeah.
Lincoln was like, because most of those people, and you give them 20% votes, and they if 20% agree, they automatically join us again. It's a kind of reconciliation. It kind of brings peace to their mind. And I
Mm,
think that if that were to happen, actually would probably influence a lot of people's minds where they're like, okay, maybe we don't fight. We don't have to maintain slavery. Okay, we did fight this for nothing in a way, and they would listen. And yeah, another thing if he was never killed, I think that oh, it's hard. I think there would be a little less racism. Like I said, with what
Mm.
Lincoln was trying to do, I feel like Jim Crow would not exist.
Ah,
Um, I don't know, right? I mean, it's very hard. I would say the Jim Crow laws wouldn't exist. Um, like I said with what ifs, it's a big topic.
and it's
And
it's actually kind of difficult because it's like you're trying to predict the future from the past that didn't happen.
right, right, right. There's so much to like. It's hard. It's hard to like
But
to
see, like that,
yeah.
this right here could be one too, where it's like, what if the South won or didn't want to rejoin the Union? Now we would have like instead of America that we have, it would literally be like split down like the middle of the country, where it's like we
Yeah,
have
yeah, 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 yeah,
United States North America, United States South, like
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I know for sure that that the British were trying to prop up the Confederacy because they really so there was that. But then yeah, there's too many what ifs with Lincoln not being
anything
yeah